So it seems like the Ironmouse situation just keeps on going, and it's gotten to the point now where it's gotten pretty scary, especially for her. And I think a lot of people are very, very concerned about what has happened recently because, as you guys know, we've been talking a lot about the harassment that she's been facing ever since the Streamer Awards situation, right? Whether it's just mean comments over on Twitter to obviously them going after her Spotify, right? They went after her Spotify multiple times and tried to replace the songs and essentially put songs in her name, which had a lot of very offensive kind of material in it. And yeah, people were very mad. And now it seems like that situation has kind of been controlled a bit more, with fans now doing it for her, reporting it, and essentially getting it down within a day, which is really great to see. And it seems like that is finally being combated. But obviously, that can be easily combated, that can easily be fixed, that can easily be kind of, I guess, you know, talked to by support and stuff like that. But this is one thing that obviously is a big issue, and it is impersonation. Now, this is a post that Ironmouse actually put up yesterday, essentially saying, if you encounter this individual, this is not me, please report for impersonation. This is someone using an AI voice changer pretending they're me. The fact that they are going around on Discord and Twitch taking advantage of other streamers is gross. And yeah, this is the account here. It has 40,000 followers. I don't even know how they did that, unless it's been like botted or something. I'm assuming it's botted, or they've just bought an account that had that many. But yeah, it seems like, yeah, it's got 40,000, says Dear Satan. They use the same profile picture as Ironmouse. And yeah, if you guys know Ironmouse, she likes to use Satan quite a lot, right? She likes to use that in her usernames, but also she likes to say that quite a lot as well, right? So again, people would be convinced that it was her. And you can see here it says Ironmouse, you know, Dear Satan. And then you can see they're pretty much essentially trying to copy her account, you know, one for one. You got Cry For Me at 5 million views to make it seem a little bit more real. And yeah, it's becoming a big, big issue because this is not her. You know, they've made it try to, you know, they tried to make it look as real as possible, but it is still not her. And yeah, Ironmouse is concerned about that because they're going into AI, they're going into voice chats and stuff with AI voice changers, essentially pretending to be her as well. They're not just impersonating her account just as like a Discord profile thing. They're also trying to trick people in voice chats and stuff. And I don't know what they're trying to do. I don't know what their end goal is, or what exactly is, yeah, the kind of mission behind this, because it seems like they've also been trying to take advantage of streamers with this. And I don't know, she doesn't mention which streamers in particular. But again, it seems like they are trying to contact streamers with this. And I'm sure with a lot of streamers, especially in the VTubing space, they would be very happy to see that Ironmouse was messaging them. And they would probably believe something like this and start talking to them. So obviously, yeah, Ironmouse had to come out with a statement there to kind of say, hey, you know, this isn't me. Don't talk to this person, because again, they're obviously trying to do something malicious. Whether, you know, I'm not sure what it could be, right? I'm not sure if it's just trying to find information on people, whether it's trying to get money out of people, whether it's I don't know, it could be anything, right? And people say, looks like their Twitch got taken down. Good riddance. I'm so sorry for having to deal with this, Mousy. Which again, yeah, it seems like it's down. Maybe that was due to the botting as well. Maybe they botted those followers, and so Twitch had a reason to take it down. Or maybe it could have been the impersonation too. But thankfully, you know, the fans seem to have reported these accounts, and I'm hoping that the Discord one also got taken down. I haven't actually seen anything about it being taken down, but yeah, lots of people saying blocking right now, saying say less queen, they're saying the fact that they got 40k followers is absolutely insane. Which yeah, it is pretty insane. But again, as I said, botting does exist. It could just be due to that. So you really should consider suing them for defamation. I'm pretty sure it's the same person who keeps uploading the AI music slob to most music sites. Otherwise, they likely won't stop, learn, or move on. So obviously, yeah, some people speculating it might be flagged, the person who was doing the Spotify music things, which I don't think would be completely far-fetched. But also, you got to remember, there's a lot of people out there who hate Ironmouse too, right? It's not just this one person. But hey, maybe it could be, as they do seem to be the most active in trying to spread as much problems as they can for Ironmouse in the space, right? And a lot of people have been talking about this on the vshoujo subreddit. I say the vshoujo subreddit, you know, the ex-vshoujo subreddit. Obviously, they repurposed it for a lot of the X talent, which is great. They're saying your screenshot cuts out the name of the impersonator. What is it? It obviously says here, Dear Satan is the new imposter. It's the name of the imposter. So currently watching Ironmouse's stream. Her legal team is actually working on the case. Okay, that is great. Obviously, Lots of people are saying, hey, you should probably sue them. We should probably, take action against them because this is getting pretty ridiculous at this point. And thankfully, it seems like her legal team is working on it, which is really, really great to see. And hopefully that can get sorted with them. They say, this isn't the first time someone tried to impersonate Mouse, is it? They say, I can't believe that she has to deal with all of this stuff. Can't people just leave her alone? They say, yeah, it's ridiculous. Thankfully, she has a great team on the case. So yeah, obviously a lot of people supporting Ironmouse, which is great to see because, again, I can't even imagine what it would feel like to be impersonated this hard. And for people to be going after you for such a very, very long time, right? People saying, another reason to hate AI after the RAM and GPU prices. They're saying, time to throw the book at that crook. Yeah. They're saying, I recently had someone using the username Royal Pear try to add me on Discord pretending to be Shiori Novella. It was very, very obvious and fake from the brief conversation I had. It looks like the account now has the display name of Postmarket OS products. They're going around impersonating people. I think that's more of like a scam thing. I don't know if that's necessarily like this one, for example, feels like someone that is trying to maliciously go after Ironmouse, right? They know about the Rakai situation. They know about everything that has happened, and they are purposely trying to go after her. I think that is the case with this one. But I think in the case of this one, or other kind of cases as well, sometimes people use them to kind of promote scams and stuff on those accounts, which again, still malicious and still horrible that they're using someone else's name to scam people. But obviously, I feel like it's a tiny little bit less scary because they're just using you because you're popular, right? Whereas this one seems like genuine hatred towards Ironmouse and genuine kind of, I don't know, like just they genuinely want to go after her and try to ruin her, which obviously won't happen. I think it will never happen as hard as these people try. And of course, her audience will always back her up in terms of reporting these accounts, getting them taken down, and just kind of just revealing anything that they can see behind this, which again I think is really, really great. And that is the great thing about Ironmouse's community, right, is that they're always vocal whenever stuff like this happens, and including the stuff with the Spotify too. People saying good news and bad news about the current situation. Seems like Ironmouse Funk is still there. So the good news is the offensive Cry For Me clone has been taken down, which obviously is good. So the bad news is when I search up Ironmouse, I found this abomination. So just keep reporting it, and no Mousey's team is on the case. Which, yeah, they say, I really think we need to know who is behind this, because this needs to be put to a stop to this, as it ain't trolling, it's destroying a disabled woman's life for no reason. Which, yeah, I mean, it is true, right? And I do think, yeah, as I said, it seems like a legal team are working on it. In regards, if they're doing it to like the Spotify person as well, I think that might be a much easier time. Obviously, with the Ironmouse impersonator, it's a little bit harder, unless it is the same person, of course. Then it might be a little bit easier. But it's a little bit harder, I guess, to track who this actually is and who is doing it, because obviously it's just a burner account or whatever. But for the kind of Ironmouse music stuff, I think they can have a much easier time of taking it down, because we know exactly who it is, who has done it, and we know they have a community and stuff that they also use to spread this kind of stuff. So again, obviously, it's going to be pretty easy for them to take action, and I do hope they do take action, right? I do hope that they kind of learn the consequences of their actions in court and whatever, because obviously it is, massively affecting her career, right? And obviously probably massively affecting Ironmouse's, in a kind of mental way, right? Because of course, I would like it either being attacked by these people constantly, almost 24/7 at this point, in different ways, not just on Spotify, as I said. It could be due to kind of like different messages and stuff that she's getting, or different, it could be a ton of stuff, including this impersonation, which obviously is absolutely crazy. And, a lot of people say, I thought Ironmouse is an AI, which obviously, yeah, there's already people that are still hating on her down in these comments too. Which I think is absolutely crazy. But it is good to see that a lot of people are saying that this is messed up. I mean, the majority of people are saying that this is messed up. People saying, good for honestly, your whole account on Discord is really trashy, annoying. Hopefully this person could lighten things up. Like, seriously, this is crazy, right? There's still people, even whenever this happens, it's baffling that they think they can get away with this. Yeah, that's not me. Please report for impersonation. Someone using AI voice changer pretending to be me, which is gross and harmful. So yeah, obviously it is pretty horrible, and a lot of people saying, yeah, wow, so you have to deal with this. So there are some people, you know, I don't think there's a lot of people hating on this, thankfully. But as I said, people will just hate on anything she posts at this point, which I think is absolutely ridiculous. And hopefully this all does get sorted out for her, because it is getting to the point where it is pretty ridiculous and also pretty scary at this point, whenever people were pretending to be her and going and chatting to people in general. But yeah, that's about all I got for this video. If you guys did enjoy it, don't forget to leave a like and subscribe. Also, go to GameStop, use my code Kazza, get 10% off. Again, they've got a ton of really cool stuff over there. Definitely recommend checking it out. And yeah, I'll see you guys in the next one. That's all. See ya.